A French horn NYSSMA solo, level 3, by Shekulov. This is called Scherzo, transcribed by Jaime Voxman, H. Voxman. A couple things you need to worry about here. First of all, at the beginning, we have Allegro molto. This is a fairly quick section. You know, that kind of thing. In the fourth line, it goes to meno mosso, a little less motion. So in other words, just a little bit slower for that whole dolce middle section. There are some fairly odd notes there too, which we'll get to in a minute. And then tempo 1 means, of course, come back to the Allegro molto like at the very beginning. And the ending is pretty much like the beginning, so you kind of have a big A, B, A kind of piece here. It's a couple of weird things to worry about. You've got some fairly chromatic fingerings in like the third line, where it says poco, poco, crescendo. You've got some A flats, that's 2 and 3. E flats, remember, is middle valve. Other odd notes, I don't know, the high, you've got a high D, which is no valves, and high E, which means on the end of the third line, the last, let's see, 4 measures of the third line, you've got G, C, E, D, 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 all in a row with no fingers at all. So that one is going to be a little challenging, I'm sure. Let me just find it. So the last 4 measures on the third line. You can hear even I'm having a little trouble with it yet, which we'll work on later too. I'm also right now at this point fairly weak on the dynamics for this song. There are a lot of them, which I'll probably add in later on. But for right now, I just wanted to get it put up on the net so you guys could hear what the sound is like anyway. Also, a little bit of chromatic stuff in the middle. We've got some A flats, 2 and 3. We've got some high D flats. That's 1 and 2. You've got some B naturals. By the way, the meno mosso, remember, changes keys, so it's B flats here in this section for those 2 lines. Except, of course, if it says natural, which it does a couple times, B flat is first valve, B natural is second valve. So be careful about that. So be careful, ha ha ha. You've got some D flats too. D flat would be second and third. High E flat is middle valve, and then the high F is no valves. Where it says poco dim there, that's a D natural in that measure. It's a little hard to read with my eyes. I'm sure your eyes are better than mine. You can see I don't have my glasses on right now. But I'll do the best I can. And like I said, the tempo 1 is the same basically as the beginning. So that's not a big deal. I'm going to find my first note, as I always do, by playing up a C scale. So that's where we start right there at the beginning. 2, 3. And we go on to the meno mosso. Okay. Do the meno mosso again, so we don't have the bell in the middle of it this time. This is the meno mosso. Let me try that last part again. Starting on the second line, the A tempo, the second line of the meno mosso, I mean, where it says A tempo, the A natural. And then tone was getting pretty bad there at the end. My horn lips are fairly out of shape. I don't get to play French horn a lot. So sorry about that. I'll try to do a better recording pretty soon. But like I said, I wanted to get this up so you could hear what the notes sounded like at least. And we'll go from there. Like I said, there's a lot of frosting to add to the cake, so to speak, here. Once you get the cake baked, once you get the right notes and rhythms here, then we add in lots of dynamics and slurs. And there's not really any staccatos in this song. But there's a lot of tonguing, of course, because there's a lot of notes that are not slurred. So those you don't want to make staccato, but you do need to make sure they're nice, tut, 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 nice tonguing. I guess that's it for now. Good luck with it.